dofo meeting the abona skin pain. Medisika koma madofo any abusia e de fa tap send so. Adentia every say so easy, reliable, fast and convenient. Sim market webi na adofo ensaka sikano ewo Ghana e kwan ben e na wo befa so and one say go be grabo o smartphone na wa download tap send ewo wo phone so na wo de ko eni gisam kese ne say baby a wo bia wotimi send sika ekom wo busua ewo my Ghana mu ewo abra wonti ahye tap Nemo kai say obe yusu promo code e was screen you see and the so now obenya £5 on top, €5 on top. Sika what do you come ebusia ewo oh my Ghana ma mene papa any beje dodo sata aba.
Alright, so remember I told you he started his music career as knee and now he's added soul. As to why and where the soul is coming from, he is the right person to answer you. But then, quickly, let me introduce the great men I have on set. Before we start talking, your fine Rasta man is back on his seat and his usual corner. I'll press that corner.
I'm feeling that.
There's a lady called Eva Odi or Philip Wow. London. Hey, the your boss. Wow, who is this Rasta guy?
London. I send the passport. Same very quantity
But any news on events? Any news on events?
Oh yeah. Well, we Sarkodie is about to.
Yeah. I think Lapiji wrote a story on that on Sammy Flex.
Sarkodie is about to.
What event is that?
It is the unveiling of a museum. Yes.
In Ghana?
Yes, in Ghana.
A state-owned museum?
Yes, the Pan-African Heritage World Museum by Honorable Kojo Yanka.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. He owns it. I think I saw the plan.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the plan, some beautiful, large thing being. Oh, okay. And Sak is the only artist on it?
Yes. Actually, he's the ambassador of the museum, yes. So he will be performing on that day, even though it is a virtual
event.
I
feel the choice is wrong. Like we are talking museum.
Yes, it will be. It is in Winnipeg. To be done in Winnipeg. So.
What do you think about Sak as an ambassador for a museum? When we still have the Nana Kwame and Padu dance, we still have the Ajako Nimo dance, we still have the even Ajako, the actor. I don't know.
Well,
not to spoil his business, I beg you. This is not to destroy his business though, but I'm just thinking museum is to be like something for
history.
Yeah.
Historic stuff. Nancy as soon as I could coach now blast aspect.
Oh.
But I think it all comes with the clouds that he has.
The
numbers that he has. He is able to command large numbers. So definitely, and I don't know why. Just like how you're asking, I don't know why. Even if Omuchusu Sarkodie, Shatawale also equally has good numbers as well as Tomboy and other artists. So definitely, I'm not sure say Sarkodie will be the only ambassador for this project. But then, as time goes on, maybe they will unveil more.
I see. So yes, this is the plan. I think I also saw it. Thank you, director. I also saw this somewhere, and it's in Winnipeg. Oh, when we were there last weekend, we didn't get a chance to go see it. Oh, so the keynote address is by His Excellency Nana Dodako Akufo-Addo.
Exactly.
Job for the voice.
Wait,
I see.
Dr.
11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Okay.
Yes.
Virtual conference celebrating our history, our story, our legacy. But SAC said people should register in advance. Are they paying?
Well, we've not had it.
Yeah, because according to a story I read from Lapiji, on SammyFlexTV.com. I think Sack said his people should register in advance.
Yeah.
Anyways, any other one?
Family will also be launching.
Family is also performing.
No, it will be launching his album on the 11th. That is this weekend.
This weekend, Saturday or Friday?
11th is on. Today's 9th.
Yeah.
And
So
then 9th.
that is Friday.
Friday.
Because tomorrow is Thursday.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Friday.
Friday.
Okay.
Family will be launching his Greater Than album. It will put chaos.
Okay.
7
Okay.
p.m.
I'm sure we will have to support that event in some ways. Okay, thanks Roland Amate from Event Guide Africa. And of course, we have another gentleman here with us who will be coming from time to time here on SammyFlex TV. And of course, you'll be hearing his voice on the radio as well. His name is Kingsley Kofi Amofa. He is actually from my own man's house. That is Stephen Kirby, Blackstar SR Entertainment. He's an artist manager and he's also your favorite MC. Who is your favorite artist in Ghana? Do you belong to the Beams or the SMs?
This
Favorite artist.
No. Me shut down. Me didn't come here and I started the man. So me mana kohoni among gunu.
I put my name also.
There are no differences in Ghana.
No. I'm a big fan of music in general. Me play music. So my favorite is music. I'll say that. But I can't say the person I would love to be with that has been the way of course you should know.
Who?
Coming from where I'm coming from.
Stoneboy.
The boy thing.
Saturday.
Oh, but no worry.
Saturday.
Okay, me the minimum.
Minimum.
No, go be one.
Saying that coming from your own man's house, you should know. When you say Blackstar, you say Creepy. You should know where I'm coming from.
No, I'm confused.
Raquel.
Yeah.
No, Raquel there says, yeah. No, Raquel has retired, I guess.
She no, God
Oh,
forbid.
are you sure?
God forbid, cry.
Because I hear she's now in London doing other things away from you.
She's taking a different direction.
Yes, that's what I heard.
But still
More
music.
like yours.
But
Sorry.
still music.
It's still music. So she hasn't retired.
You mean she'll be doing gospel music now?
Not gospel. Not gospel as gospel. But she doesn't want to do anything related to sex. Or exposing of them things.
Sex. But music is not sex. Raquel never sang about sex.
Never.
Uh-huh.
Never.
Becca
Never.
didn't also sing about sex.
And so when Kofi says she's doing something away from sex, what does it mean? Because if you sing the one with Sapper, what was it called? Sweet Tio. Sweet Tio wasn't sex.
When I say something about sex, not just the lyrical content, but in terms of video.
This is one issue I have. This is something I have a very huge problem with when people make such statements. You understand?
Statements like?
Because statements like, inspiration. I want to do inspirational. I want to do clean music. I don't want to go there. And it is not gospel. It is not gospel. There's nothing like in between. You understand? The other for
And they will say motivational song, yeah, inspirational
No,
song.
there's nothing like that. And as a matter of fact, the Bible describes such persons as fools.
Mm.
People who can't actually make up their minds either here or there. You understand? And, no, that's the truth.
When your headlights ready.
And it worries me a lot. When you get close to these people look, they can tell you for a fact how much they love God. But how to actually step out there and tell you that I love God, and that is, look, I'm doing this for Jesus. They just can't say it because they're afraid of losing one thing or the other. They're afraid of being looked at in a certain way whatsoever and all that. And Christ says, if you deny me, well, and the
You
last
don't
thing is I'll
I
deny you.
understand. But if you're someone who follows Raquel very well, for I would say for almost a year now, what Brandy is saying, everything she shows out there now is about Christ.
That's what I'm talking about.
She has never
put it
done
out there.
I wake up in the morning and I see scriptures from Raquel.
Be bold, child.
Really?
Let it go.
But has she done anything musical in the last 4 weeks or?
Oh yeah, my Ken with Magnum a few weeks ago. Can you tell me?
Released the song on Raquel?
Yeah.
And Kirby hasn't mentioned it to me ever before.
He's the fashion.
Because I'm always with him and he hasn't mentioned it to me before.
So should we see Raquel now as a gospel artist?
No. That's what I
You are giving us headlines also, whatever you are saying.
yeah, ready.
The writers are watching.
That's what I don't want people to target as that.
You don't want that to target us.
You don't
Yes.
want or she doesn't want.
She has not. I don't think she has come out to say that she's a
No,
gospel
she
artist.
hasn't.
So
She
you
said
can't call it that she's a gospel.
You don't want
People have
to
already.
target us.
Because people have
and
already
you're saying
started
you
writing.
don't want. I'm asking that, is it your
Not me.
your Cool. But she also doesn't want that.
Yes, because she hasn't come out officially saying I'm a gospel artist.
Oh, okay.
You get it? But people have already started writing. That Raquel says that she is a gospel artist.
All right, Nana Kofa has given us something to.
I didn't even see this coming.
So very soon you get more of Nana Kofa here on this platform and other platforms as well. So, what time did you add soul to your name and where soul means what?
Oh, actually, before I actually switched from secular to gospel, I was with a US-based record label, and they were the ones who actually added a soul to my name. And their reason was the fact that anytime I created something, they always seem to have R&B soul with African sound. So they always had that fusion. So they say, oh, why not make my name sound like the sound that I naturally create? So they just added the soul to my name.
Someone has welcome the number 5 says the new guy has a nice head. That's a nice welcome. No, I love it. It's a very good welcome. I love it. Richard Bob, I said the new guy has a nice head. Okay, so you also converted from secular to gospel.
Yeah.
What happened? Where did you meet on the way of your Damascus? Did you meet Christ?
It was actually through series of visions, you know, and when I kept seeing it, and it was always coming. What people don't know is that right after SHS, I started. I had done my first year of local preacher school. I was supposed to do my second year, then to Trinity College. Then, like by now, I would have been Reverend Joseph, new to one crowd for some Methodist church somewhere or something like that. You understand? Yeah, it was always something that I saw myself as. You understand? Doing God's work. You know. But right after doing my first year was when I went for mentor. And right after mentor, I felt music was music. Let me just go ahead and just make music. You understand? It was myself, Gary KB, another guy called Jay Bryan and all that. So we were just making music. So I then just making music, and I forgot all about these things. So it was always coming. You know, so it was a series of visions. When one time I saw that there were like the wind was blowing, when it blew, like it break things. You know, things were just falling apart and all that. And then all of a sudden, I saw a bright light approaching. You know when you have a torchlight and you switch on the light, the middle is bright and then there's that side, it was approaching. And just the reflection of that side touching anywhere that broke, the thing just came back. It was like rewind. The things were just coming back. They were just coming back like that. But it was nicer than it was before. They were just being fixed like that. And I just woke up and I was like, hey, child, this one anytime when Jesus will come. So I was afraid, you know. So a pastor friend of mine prayed for me. And he was like, whatever God is trying to tell me, you should tell me, you know. I was going to share this with someone. Then all of a sudden, what I was hearing was that what I was seeing was me. Do I know that the devil has short time? Just like the wind. The wind doesn't blow for long. It blows for a very short time, but it destroys a lot of things too in that short time. Do I know that what I have given up everything to the devil, and he knows he has a very short time, so he's trying to destroy as much as possible. The billboards I was seeing, like a superstar, like a celebrity, you're out there, everybody's seeing you, just like the billboard that I was seeing falling down and all that. But if I can just trust him, he's going to make better than it was before. You understand? So even that one said, now I still the next store one. I said, Charlie, go, you let me just release the album. Don't worry, I will come. I was bargaining with God, you know, until I once saw that I was in the Synagogue Church of All Nations. When I have not even watched.
As in TB Joseph.
I have never watched.
So even before you started prophesying, or no, you started admitting that you have moved from this world to that world. You saw you were in synagogue.
Yes, that was. In fact, it was that vision that turned everything around for me. Mind you, I have never watched this man before. I've seen a picture of him before. I didn't even know how he sounded like. To even know that this is his voice or something. Nothing. But I saw that I was in the church and he was prophesying. He was moving. And he came back and then he just saw me. Then he was just tapping my chest. And he said, you see the microphone you're holding? Drop it and pick up God's microphone. Then I woke up. I was like, this one, I give up. I give up. And that was the beginning of my transition. So I then began becoming very, very silent. So I spoke to the people, the record label I was with, and all that, and I told them that, look, this is what is happening. This is what has been happening to me for a long while now, and I think I really want to finally give up and do this. I was afraid to do that. You understand? Because I was afraid that they will, you know, money matter and things and all that, you know. But I spent over $20,000 already. You understand? They were packaging stuff, you know. So I was like, this one, they had a beg and all that. And fortunately for me, the grace that came with the command that go and tell them these things, you know, attached to it, and they released me.
They just released you, like
just released me. They just released me. Honestly, I was afraid. I was scared. You see every shot. I was scared. I was like,
I see.
I was like, okay.
There are some people who think that anytime they convert from the secular to the Christian world, they wouldn't even want to associate or have any relation to do with their old songs, the pieces they have done. But when you came in, I saw you singing Monife, and even online, one Musa Muhammad is asking that I play you and I1.
Sunshine. That's actually even till date my favorite.
Do you feel comfortable still touching those works now that you know where you are?
You see, personally, I don't have a problem with the sound that I created before. You understand? Because honestly, I was asking God a lot of questions about the things that I was doing and all that. And one of the things that he got me to understand was that, you know, it's like a footballer, and you are a winger on the left, but you have been playing left back for a long time, and a different coach comes and he sees that no, you can play better. Your gift and everything is actually for the wings over there, and he moves you to that place, and you begin to do your job and do it better. You understand? So it's not as if that I was totally on the wrong path, but I was not using it for the right purpose. Let me put it that way. You understand? The purpose was to actually transform lives, not to just sing it out there. You understand? So I was singing all right, but I wasn't transforming lives. Now it's time to transform lives.
So do you feel comfortable like singing those songs and all?
Singing them, I think I've been forgotten the lyrics and all that. But I don't have a problem hearing them and all that. In fact, I think 2 or 3 years ago, during the Women's Day or something of that sort, Joy FM, when we were having it, I think it was the second lady, she hosted that program with other females that morning, their morning show and all that. And it was Sunshine that they used throughout the whole show. And when someone called me and I was listening to it, I was like, oh wow, this is beautiful and all that. And I'm good, you understand? I mean, I don't have a problem with those things. They say, oh, don't do that.
Alright, some conscious tune there according to Rebel Ashes. Yeah, Rebel Ashes are there, Rasta. And so that's a tune now, if you know, say, it be conscious thing with the tack. It's waiting there. Wanting to the church.
Yeah, it was something that happened to me that sparked up this song. You know, there was a time that I got to a church, I visited a friend's church, and then some few days later, I saw in the vision that I was entering the church, but I came from the back door. I came from like behind the pastor, and I stood right behind him, and I saw him telling the church that you people shouldn't listen to me. He's an occultist. He's this, he's that. He was saying stuff about me, but I was behind him, so he couldn't see me. I was just watching him, and I was wondering, what was he saying? What he was saying? And some few months later, it actually happened. That he said that. So my spirit was angered. And I was just asking about all of these things that, you know, like, why is the church sleeping on such things that we can't just speak up and tell people boldly in the face that, look, what you're saying is not of God. You understand? People should be bold enough and tell people that, no, what you're saying is a lie. It's not of God. You understand? So it was a question to the church. Yo, what going?
I see. Now, you said that even before you came out to say you've seen Christ. You saw you yourself going to, or you were seen in a vision going to the synagogue. How did it happen in reality? Because I know that for the past years there, you and TV Joshua, you are like performing ground. How did it happen in reality? And what are you doing with the church now? What are you doing with him now? What is it?
How it happened, even now, if I tell you, you think it's a movie. It was one Thursday. I sent a message. You know, after my transition, I started watching him. So when you watch him on TV and all that, once in a while you see. If you have a testimony, share it, and they give their email address and all that. So, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the thing was just hitting me. Share your testimony, let him know what you saw. And all that, like just share testimony. And the Thursday evening, I'd come back from the studio and just laid on my bed and just took my phone and I typed my real name and my stage name, about just 2 paragraphs. Short, briefly. I didn't even go into details like the way I'm even going into details and all that. Just briefly, who I am and all that. This is what happened to me and all that. And through the man of God, I am this, I am that, and all that. And I give thanks and blah blah blah. Blah, finish. It was Thursday evening after 8 p.m. No, around 9 to 10 p.m. About. Friday morning, I was on my way to the studio. I was supposed to get there before 8 a.m. I was right in front of living room. I was in a car right in front of living room when When a private number called me. So I picked up and the person asked me, "Is this Joseph Ankara from Ghana?" I said yes. He said, "Okay. My name is," so I can't remember his name. He said that he's calling from synagogue headquarters, Lagos. Hold on for the man of God. All I heard was, "Hello, how are you? I read your mail." Now I don't know what make I talk. Because mind you, I didn't add my phone number to it. Hey, the only information of me that was in the email is my email address, which they can reply back, and my full name. Finish.
Do you have your number on social media or something?
There was the numbers that my management, because then I wasn't into my stuff, so to go and say that, okay, let me change my stuff, I just left everything. You understand? So if even they will make calls and all that, it would have been to those my former management and all that and things. And those numbers, I don't even know whether they were still working or.
So on that day, after that first call, you heard the voice or you spoke to TB Joshua himself.
Exactly, and he said he wants me to come over and then fellowship with them in Lagos. That was
which year was
that? Was 2013.
2013.
So I was there, and then so immediately he hung up, and a Ghana number called me and told me that I should come to the branch in Ghana and all that. So I was then walking into the studios. I just dropped my bag, picked another taxi straight to the
Ghana
branch in Spintex, and the person said the man of God said I should come like right away. I said, "Oh, this one at the beg."
Come to Nigeria.
No. I said this one at the beg. I was in town when the call came, so can we do maybe first flights next morning and all that? He said, "Okay, no problem." So
they catered for your expenditure.
Everything. Every time that the man of God calls me, they sort out everything. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's get to Nigeria. When you got to Nigeria, because I know such people, meeting them, you need to break so many protocols to meet them. When you got to Nigeria, how did you finally meet the prophet?
Grace broke the protocol. The man, you see, the thing is that the man himself says, "Bring me this boy." So there's no protocol again. You understand? There's nothing like see this person before. No.
So when you got to Nigeria, how did
I got there and then I actually shared my testimony.
They met you at the airport?
They picked me up from the airport straight to my room in church and all that and everything. And then on Sunday I shared my testimony and all that. And then the Sunday.
Did you sing on that day?
Yeah, after sharing my testimony I sang, but not on the stage.
Okay.
Not on the stage. So after sharing my testimony and I just sang it, then when service was over, the man of God sent for me, so I went to meet him in his office. Then he spoke to me, was happy for me and all that and things. And then I think that day he gave me $1,000.
Wow. So when you met him the first time, he gave you $1,000.
First pay.
He said,
First pay from the Holy Ghost. I see. So now, what are you doing with them? Have you been employed as one of their singers? What are you doing with them?
What happened was that 3 years ago, I fully joined the church here in Ghana. So I started
as in the synagogue here in Ghana.
So
what is their branch?
Spintex. Okay. Manager Junction. So I was then fellowshipping with them. I was with the choir, singing and all that. And then August last year was when they called me to come over. I didn't know why. Actually, they called me to come over. "Oh, it's been a while. The man of God saw you. So just come over." That's what they told me on the phone. And when I got there, they told me that I will actually be joining the choir on stage to sing.
In Nigeria.
So that was the first time I joined the choir on stage, and they gave me the chance.
And that was the main church stage.
Yeah.
The one telecasted.
Exactly. Because I think it's on my YouTube channel. So that was the first time they gave me the opportunity to lead worship
Oh, you led the worship on that day.
That day,
A Ghanaian boy.
So that day, and that was the beginning of my closeness with him. You understand? So from that day, in August, when I left, when I ministered on Sunday, I left on Tuesday. Then that one said, "That's at the camp. He gave me 5,000."
5,000 what?
Yes.
Hey!
What are you doing there?
The money matter there. The money matter there. I don't even talk about it, but the man, he's too generous. And you are the come. So I came on Tuesday. Then in November, they called me again and they told me that I'll be staying a little longer, like 2 weeks. That's what they told me. When I got there, they told me that I will actually be joining them to Israel to do them Carols night for December. You know, it's something that for about 3 years they've been doing for a while now.
Okay.
They go to Israel and then like Carols night they do it straight from Israel itself. And last year we were opportunity to be given the go ahead to do it straight from where Jesus was laid actually. You understand? So we stood there and we ministered. There was myself, Ashon Mitchell was there with the whole choir, you know. And then
oh, so you guys went to Israel with the prophet?
No, he didn't come with us. He just sent us there.
Oh, he was not there.
Yeah, to go do the job.
So only the choristers went there.
Yeah, with Ashon Mitchell. So we went there, then we did the broadcast from there live and all that. And that one to us had to come another 5,000 euro. So. So it was.
That was a media address.
It was just this time. It was on 1st February that he asked me to come back again. So 1st February I came and I was with the choir proper. You know, we were ministering. You know, every Sunday and all that. And I was given so many chance to lead worship most Sundays and all that. And it was beautiful. It was also always a wonderful experience and all that. And then. I was supposed to come back on the 30th of April and then lockdown happened. Yeah, and that.
So throughout the lockdown, you were in Nigeria.
I was there, and we're still, you know, we actually have our own studio, so we're actually broadcasting live from there. So we're singing there, and it was being broadcast live on Emmanuel TV.
So now, like Pastor Chris has his how does he even call his record label? Live.
Live World.
Live World, yeah, something like that, the record label. So are you also part of something like that for TB Joshua?
No, he doesn't have a label as in a label, you understand it? Not that, but what he does is that he supports his people, let me put it that way. So it doesn't matter whether it is singing or whatsoever.
So what can you tell us about those who keep convincing others that TB Joshua is not from God, and TB Joshua is this and that? They think TB Joshua has some powers that he's working with.
You see, first of all, I've grown to understand some things, that there are certain things about spirituality that it is best experienced than told. In the sense that I can easily also believe those people if I didn't have a personal experience. Mind you, I said I have not watched this man before. The day I went there to share my testimony the first time, when I got there and I saw the inside, it was exactly as I had seen before. When I have not even watched the man before. You understand? So you can't say that maybe, you know, those things, they need certain kind of link. So you can't say that maybe I was watching him so much, so there was a link. So
probably you had him in your thoughts.
Exactly. I don't know the guy. You understand? I don't know him from anywhere. I did my one corner. You understand? Yeah. And all of these things were happening. So I believe that, and me, somebody has also told me that I am an occultist, I am fake, I am this, I am that before. But I know I am not. So I know how it feels like when you are not something and you are being told that you are something. Fortunately for me, now I have gotten very close to the man. And look, the things that he does on TV are even small. These things come to him naturally. They are just normal. Before coming here, in fact, I had to rush down here because my daughter wasn't feeling too well. So I told him about it and all that. And he said, "Oh, no, don't worry, she's okay." Like, he was just talking normal. I said, "Oh, don't worry, she's okay." The day that I was, the night before I left, he invited me to his office and he told me that, "You called home, right?" I said, "Yes." "She's okay, isn't she?" I said, "Yes." "I told you she's okay. Don't worry. But don't worry, you have to go home and go and see your people." He told me that I said, don't worry. I was afraid. I was worried. What's happening to me? You understand? He told me that, oh, forget it. Yeah, everything's okay. Just go home and go and see your family and come back. That was all. You understand? So I've seen these things, him display these things naturally and all that. And there have been so many times that myself, somebody have spoken to me that the Spirit of God have told me that what the person is saying is a lie. So the same Spirit of God that showed me him when I have not even met him before, the same Spirit of God that turned my life around, the same Spirit of God that tells me when something is not, when something is, the same Spirit of God won't lie to me to the extent that will push me so close to the man of God.
I see. Me so telling his TB Joshua story. Now let me go on to Nana Mofa and Roland Amate.
Yeah.
Guys, most of you may be Sabina and $5,000.
So what I would like to know, Bashabe, is also Ghana as a we are at the Bohini in court. That you go to church, how the church treats you. Really. So one thing I would like to know, how is the Ghanaian society treat you now?
Actually, it's very good you brought this up. Look, it will be easy, brother. Look, I thought, say, the prodigal son story that I read, I will experience it. It's a lie, forget. Look, I have met someone who told me that years ago when I came to visit her church. Do I remember that I was like, he came to me and we were talking and all that. I said yes. He said okay. When I left, her friend came to her and told her that, whoa, what should I say? You're a fallen Christian. Just because she was talking to me. You understand? So I have seen it.
That's true.
I remember I remember one time I posted something about Akwaaba on my Instagram. And then someone screenshot it. Someone who was following me screenshot it. Went to a WhatsApp group that a lot of these gospel artists, urban gospel artists and stuff, they are in and all that, and posted it there. And they were just bashing me left, right, center. See this boy, he says he's a Christian. Look at him, he's posted Akwaaba and the distance. They say left, right, center. And one guy told me that, look, he's going to add me to a group. I shouldn't say anything. I should just watch. He added me. I passed him. I say my heart. Easy, there are times I go for concerts and backstage. Charlie, you can just feel the tension on backstage. I'm like, what is going on? And you know me, where I'm from. Charlie, boys, we can't backstage. Boys, they do things. Charlie, yo. So experiencing that tension and all that, especially for gospel. Yo, Charlie. Like some, there are people who don't want to have anything to do with you because of Prophet Joshua. You understand?
Because of TV Joshua, they don't want to have anything to
do with me because I've been kiddie. You understand? No, I don't believe in your papa.
I was about to ask the same question as I met you. Most of us in Ghana here, we've been made to believe that, as you said, the man no good.
Yeah.
The man they use from for sense.
Yeah.
I can link something to one Jamaica, something concerning Jamaica's issue.
In fact, the second time I went there, Jamaica was there.
So where from all this news on air about Jamaica being funded by TB Joshua and all?
You see, I just believe that it was an experience that he had that he couldn't handle. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
You understand? Because when you watch everything that he says as in Jamaica, there was never a time that he could deny the fact that he was manifesting. You understand? He said that when the moment happened, he didn't know what was happening, that he was speaking things, he didn't know what he was saying and all that and things. That was all. Look, he can't deny that fact. And anybody that the Spirit of God comes upon and the person manifests and all that, those are the things that they say. You understand? I just feel that it was people were using that against him so much that he didn't have a lot of counsel around, a lot of good counsel around him, so he couldn't handle it. The least he could do was to try to defend himself. You understand? So he was just saying stuff and all that. And Charlie, well, there's some things when Charlie, you don't see him, it's difficult to handle. And Jamaica is not just a near person. It's huge. And the things that he was saying wasn't children's things. You understand? And they spent a lot of time too on him because he was very, very aggressive. You understand? So when he was saying stuff, and they so he was just letting go and all that. You understand? So in fact, if I were him in his shoes, seeing myself saying all of these things, Charlie, me too, I will feel some quote unquote some embarrassment and things. You understand? Because some things were between me and somebody, all these things, or I talk all these things. Hey, Charlie, how? You understand? So I just feel he just couldn't handle it.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
No, but you come again. Yeah.
Nigeria, you're there. Sisia, the Americans in Nigeria, you're there. And per the experience you shared now about how the Ghanaian gospel scene treats you, would you in the future relocate to Nigeria?
I've I've learned to never say never. You understand? What I can say now is that is not what is in my plans. You understand? But I can also tell you that some few months ago, I didn't think I'll be here today. Because my plans was that, in fact, during the lockdown and all that, my plans was to even stay with him throughout the year. I didn't even plan on coming back like this year at all. You understand? But I'm here. You see, so you never know. You never know.
Yes. Collaborations. You are still a musician. You are still doing active music. Collaborations. Are you thinking of? You see, now you are doing urban gospel.
I'm doing gospel music. That's it.
You are doing gospel music. Okay, so are you thinking of maybe collaborating with some of the people we have here in the gospel fraternity?
Oh yeah, sure. In fact, the album that I'm putting together, I already have Neo Kine on the album. I already have SP Kofi Sakon on the album. In fact, before coming here, I took my laptop and my stuff there. So I actually recorded a song with Family. You understand? Yeah, before coming.
I saw a headline that says that Niso says that doing secular music is evil.
2017.
So I wanted to explain how that headline came about.
Let me explain. In fact, if you read the story is different from the headline. In the story, the story says exactly what I said, but the headline was different. What I said was that, I was asking God years ago that, God, I don't do dirty music and all that. I don't clean music. I don't love music. God, are you not in love? You understand? And God told me that, look, everything that we do, if it does not make your brother love me, God, more, but makes your brother love the things of the devil more, it means that thing is not of me. Do I remember? Then he reminded me of a day that the guy met me, like the way we meet. Hey, Charlie, that your song you them trip do. Hey, do I take job girls? Hey, Charlie, that song. You understand? So, God told me that it's not just about music, but anything and everything that we do. So even in the interview, I was even making examples of, you could be a doctor, a lawyer, and they say this and that and all that. What you are doing, tell me, the people that are watching you, listening to you, following you, whatsoever, are they loving me, God, more? You understand? So that was what I said. So the person picked it. I don't know how it was. I think it was Afun.
In ministry, Cecilia, if there should be maybe a church having an event, maybe a program, and they invite you, say, okay, so we would like you to come and perform at our event. Would you come?
That's what I do actually. That's what I do. But next month I have a concert, crowd.
And you charge them?
No. I've never charged for administration before.
Why?
You don't charge?
I've never done that before.
Why?
But if you're getting 5,000,
first time
because different gospel artists have different opinions about why they don't charge or why they don't charge. Even if I say me charge it, but I'm not glorified there.
And what is the difference?
Me. It's a personal something with God, and it's actually just me. If I'm going with my band, I make my band. I'll tell you that this one there, it is me, my calling, and my personal relationship with God that I decided that this is what I am doing. Okay. But my drummer, it is his profession. Yes. So I can't come and put my something on them. So I'll tell you that as for my band, they are beg, sort them out. So in that one step, I don't even talk. You talk to them. When everything is sorted, we go. You understand? So me personally, there.
Okay. Yes, Nana Mufai.
Okay, so Granny, one last thing I'd like to know. I know you've been through the stages of 2000. If I'm right, that's not a correction. You've been through the stages of mental from 2006.
Yeah.
When you became the first runner-up. 2007, the battle. 10 runner-up.
Yeah.
2008, MTN project. Actually, you were the only foreign contestant.
No,
who made it to To be the first one, yes,
yes,
right.
yeah.
Out of
The
the
finals.
Sierra Leone,
But
Liberians and all of
the
them.
top 4 Nigerians are just me.
Yeah.
And then the top 4 Nigerians are just
So
me. Yeah.
against the host country, you're the
Yeah.
only foreign,
Yeah.
so you've been through so many challenges. I would like to know what has been your biggest challenge so far since you switched from secular music to the gospel scene?
Agreeing to switch
Agreeing to switch.
was my biggest challenge. Agreeing that, because at that time, Brass, I mean, look, the label that I was with, you see what people, some people think that I switched because things were not going well for me. That's what a lot of people were thinking. But the label that I was with, the manager, the CEO of the label, he was the assistant manager for Neo's manager when he released the So Sick album.
Something like, I've forgotten that man, the label's name.
And I forget.
And it's not something like
And the man, in fact, he actually still lives in Dallas. The festivals in Dallas, the man settled them. Festivals all finished. Say, I just for release the album, then we tour like that. He was in talk with Kia with Kia, so that I become the African brand ambassador for the Kia Soul.
Yes, because
These things were all there.
because your name is also so.
So, yeah. That was the whole idea. These things were all there.
Okay.
It was at that time that God says, "Child, come on."
So switching.
So it was difficult. You understand? So I understand of where I'm concerned.
Okay. Get your acoustic and we have some 5 more minutes to run away from here. Good evening. Yes, boss. Hey, Takwa Ambassador. Big man, maybe I will
Number one, yes, I don't mean chair, I mean chair, find it, so I mean chair, media man, father. Now, that's the first, my purpose, making money for congratulations. I want you, I want no really yet or so. This is already I want me now, and yet, this year, and I say, my man, congratulations. Gospel for our world. No, really 2 hours.
Nice.
Yeah, police of the year. Based on that, and my main question is so recently there was a contact between Obi Natine, Dr. Solibadi. But I'm not here into the gospel and I'm also gospel industry. You know, the person people on the consent on that issue say, yeah, Obi Natine here right, and I say, Dr. Solibadi so wrong in that aspect. The person want a quick reaction on that.
Good question. Good question. Thank you so much. Alright, so my man wants to know Sonny Badu against Obi Nate, your reaction?
What Obi wanted to put across was absolutely right, but the format, some choice of words and things like wasn't necessary, you understand? But what he was trying to say was so right, in the sense that, you see, Sonny Badu is not just a mere person, you understand? In the gospel industry, the way even the big boys see him, they don't be small, you understand? So it was kind of surprising, said our big brother, our papa, and all that, left all of us who actually did equally well and wished someone who is not quote unquote with us. So it was a bit surprising, said, oh, now you don't see MOG, you don't see Celestine, you don't see that. Well, at least just say what's up and then add Kwame to him, no problem and all that. So it took people by surprise. And I know that Obi was saying something that was in the minds of a lot of people. You understand? And like, so
I mean, the gospel fraternity actually agreed with him.
Exactly. Even Celestine spoke about it.
Yeah,
she was exactly. So it's not as if that what he was saying was entirely wrong. I just believe that some choice of words and things he put for inside, like donkey and things, Charlie, no, wasn't necessary, Charlie.
All right, please so keep doing your thing. I'm sure we can give some 5-minute performances for you before you run away. Time for Niso to rock us here on Sammy Flex TV, Showbiz Daily.
Intimacy and Yamini Pa, Intimate Base, and I mean, I done it to my Emma, Nipa, I'm a friend, Nipa, I'm a yeah be bia. You see odi ko ne yeah me de odi ko ne yeah me fe odi ko na me take care me odi ko ah na share. Send anointing the man kwa. Special consultations for the ladies only. I'm washing them off on the bar. That's why I'm fading in my sacral my dream. God forgive me. Oh yeah. God forgive me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, to face me. Jesus face me. Oh Lord face me. Oh yeah. I used to be on fire for the Lord. I used to read my holy Bible each and every day. I used to do so much more. I used to preach the word unashamed. Hey, Shabaya, 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 Lava Bawu Dong Su Mudru Sema Shakan Baga Gaga. Charlie Heavy no Dong Su. So forget, God is looking for an honest worshiper, not prophet. It's time to wake up now. It's time to realize. It's time to speak the truth. I will not compromise. And after all is said and done, I thank God for the power in the blood. God forgive me. Na na na, yeah. God forgive me, oh yeah. Yes, you face me. Jesus face me. Father face me, oh yeah. Oh. Look, if we fall, the devil will jubilate. I know say the things that they talk, a lot of y'all that fit to relate, right? Okay, so now tell me why y'all looking at me like what I say, telling me, Wendy, it's kinda too raw. You know, go fit to tone down small. Whoa, you know if you sugar go down small. Okay, make I lie you a bit. Make I tell you the things in one ear, sugar coating, tantalizing to the ears. Hey, hope you know there's nothing so sweet about hell. Been living of a life for a long time. Don't wanna do this no more. It's about time. I don't wanna be a castaway. No. Even the kind of thoughts running through my head can't make the blind see. Oh, so all to Jesus I surrender, God. I'm right here. I'm down on my knees. Face me. Yes, you face me. Jesus face me, oh God, yeah. Yes, you face me. Jesus face me. Father face me, oh yeah. Money
So late. Heavy.
That was super. Now, have you recorded this one?
Yeah, it actually features Kwame Dazi.
Kwame Dazi. Hey!
he did some spoken word on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I like the direction he was coming from. He played God. You understand? In the.
Have you released this?
No.
Because Kwame Dazi told me he did a spoken word piece on someone's work, but the word came out and
No.
his voice was taken out.
There's an original that I had already released.
Okay.
You understand? Of that song. Okay, but the one that I have with him, that one is on the album itself. Yeah, so that one there.
I see.
So maybe he might have heard the original and he was thinking that maybe.
Then you are the one. Then you are the one. No, then you are the one. No, because Kwame, I think Kwame said it on his platform. He did a spoken word piece on someone's work. The work is out and he did not. He listened to himself.
I have the album on my phone now. And
okay, so wait too. The one you did with him, you've released another one which doesn't have Kwame Dazi's voice.
No, I released that one before Kwame. It was good. That EP that I released, the MEP, it was on the MEP.
But I'm still sure you are the one he talked about. I suspect you are the one he talked about. So there's another one you released. That one has Kwame Dazi.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I'll tell him. I'll forward this message to him.
Funny enough, I meet Kwame almost every week because wifey they work for city. So when I'm going to pick her up or something, I meet Kwame. We always buy.
So
no, you know, boy. Boy, just they talk say someone taking voice out of her way.
That's the end. That what he did. No, I can't take it out with Charlie.
Oh,
yeah, he killed him.
No, I'll take him that assurance. That your voice is still in there, so chill. But Charlie, finally, let's wrap up. You and him, then we run away from here.
Okay,
let's
so
okay, Nana,
when you were doing your thing, that Latin, you made mention of you are in to speak the truth and not to be compromised, right?
Yeah, sorry. What was the title?
Niso featuring Kwame does it, forgive me. But it's not released. So Kwame is talking about the released one.
No.
Yes.
So I was saying, yeah, during your acapella thing, you made mention of you are in to speak the truth and not to be compromised. Good. That's a good point. Because one reason I'm saying this is I've always been discussing this with my wife. Not my wife, the Bible says that whatever you say with your mouth, she's my girlfriend, but my wife.
Most
I'm out for no you. Hey, my wife, I mean not my wife.
You go happy.
What's that? This is what I believe as a Christian to be. Ask you not to be compromised. That's a good thing. Don't be.
That was why I actually released. I was bold enough to release a song like Welcome
Exactly.
to Church.
Don't be, because that's what I mean. Uncle Sam. Me, I believe in one thing I believe in is we are Christian here as a Christ. That's you being a Christ on earth. Until one number two. I say that Christ life. What is it? One number two. Until we are Christian, that's all I say. Basa, they are only Christian to me there. It was once a son. One thing I say.
They said I'll come back. 2012, I still there.
What I say? It's watch out. What's your name?
Yes, Roland.
My final words will be now he's big.
Let me pick my final call from my big man. Philip. He is from USA. Sorry. Big man, good evening.
Good evening, brother. Sammy.
Yeah, Joso.
And you're teaching you home. Only see you home. For instance, the person is beside say, and you honor the kind of music now. What name does he give it to the name? So only name the person suggested by man. Which is Shrek. Shrek means, Shrek, which means church ready.
Shrek.
We can't say music bad.
No, you can't talk about
it. Means starting in general with a name, sir. I'm sure so we know more of the young artists now more than and you, brothers and me, sure say there are a lot of young artists somewhere, they can speak the part wow. But me from the year, excuse me to say, we are so young. It is so started sad way now. Every other guys also join. Then they are suggesting that I'm their man and then anything positive.
Shrek. So what's it Shrek?
So more of like that's hip hop gospel.
Church reggae.
I think as a man can maybe or kind of like I wanted to say now it's obvious that you are big and you are comfortable with the one because for Sikeya I don't know what yes I don't know what is going to push you back into the secular scene again. Maybe just like you said, you can never say never do, but I don't know what is going to push you back.
So for that I can say never.
Okay, so now you are comfortable, you are big, you've experienced a lot, you've been through a lot. Is there any way whereby you can groom other people? Because definitely you said you are ministering, you are touching lives, and you know there are so many young ones out there who wants to be like you, Cecilia. So is unya opportunity? What I will tell you is unya opportunity. I'll be to groom a man for. You should take that on and also help people to toe your line. Because
actually, it's just what it is. Actually, I have my own studio. I actually produce and all that and things. So one of the things, one of the plans that I actually have is to actually establish my own label proper.
Okay.
You understand? That I can also have
Fully.
other artists on and all that, because I'm looking myself and I don't see myself on stage for a long time like I am now. I know that there'll be a time that I won't be on stage as often as I am doing now. So before I get there, at least I can put some people together that they can also, follow suit.
That would be great.
Yeah. So that is
I'm
actually
sure, but
my vision. Yeah.
I'm sure there's so many young guys, like you said, out there who would like to switch as well. But because of our society and how people are
and where they are going to help,
when they
get the
switch,
help from,
they're
because
scared to switch.
with
So
story,
since you have the platform now, and my brother was saying,
And even now what I do is that even though God has not given me the go ahead to start grooming people, what I do is that I do come across a lot of these urban gospel guys and all that I do works for them for free. I produce for them for free in my studio and all that. Oh, come, don't worry. Sometimes they go and record and then they mixing somewhere and things. Sometimes I even get someone song. I'll call the person, bring the data, let me mix it for you and all that. So I work on and give it to them to put it back and all that. You understand? So it's the little that I can do for now. When the right time comes, I definitely have the right people that I can. God will tell me that this person, I think this person, pick up this person, pick up that person.
and then next time we saw Nigeria and so
All right, guys, thank you so much, Nee. And I believe if a new project comes, Nee will also bring it here for us to share with you. Nana Mufa, Charlie, bless you.
Bless you.
This is a fire baptism, and I'm sure you enjoy your company. So from time to time, you'll be seeing
you'll be seeing more of the head.
Yeah. He works with Black Star SR Entertainment. He's an artist manager, and I hear he's also an MC. So if you have any special events and you want him to MC, you just call us and we make it happen for you. Thanks to Roland Amati from Event Guide Africa. At least out of Event Guide now, we know 2 major events are coming up. Sarkodie and the museum launch.
Can't say Dr. You and Diano.
Dr. You and then many papa no thanks to Digital Rasta Currency, Richie Flex, Yala PG, Nana Reagan, Team Dodi Solomon, MC Berima, Tilly, Akia Nipa, and to the team out there. You guys are wonderful. Overdose, salute to you for your support any day. To the rest of the guys, Richie Rich, Trinity K Odro, as well as Mr. Eric Opon Bediakwa. Sorry, guys, God bless you.
Sorry. I just want to say a big thank you to Brasami. Brasami, they has held me down, no be today. On Plaza today, you understand? Yeah. The love
of $5 now.
No problem. No problem.